about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fields it right around the goal line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bills had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Newberry. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
second down, another shot for Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Newberry, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Back to throw. Newberry. Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Glover. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down.
2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Allen. He finds his man complete. It's Glover. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Bills have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
19 sight.
Up the middle, Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Two back here for the Bills on third down.
19 Tiger. Cowboy 80. Top 50.
Looking to throw. Newberry. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Dawkins. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Panther 11. Check man. 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And he is going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back to throw. Newberry. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and a yard.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd down. Newberry. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st down, Packers.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newberry. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
A final shot before break. Newberry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And he's got Rome, the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd and 2, Newberry. Over the middle, complete. That's Stokes.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Dawkins. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Slot man moves right.
19, pioneer.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That's complete to Dobbs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newberry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Check pass, check pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But since the leaping rules were changed back in... See, we only average about 1 block kick per week league-wide. They put out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really put excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Allen taking it himself. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
Allen going to go on fourth down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw on second down, Newberry. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On third down, Newberry. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey, smash Bronco, 19 tight, 19 tight, drop 60, cut 19, cut 19. 79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11.
throwing on first down. Newberry. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stokes. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, Newberry. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, ready? Third. Right there, right.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away, and it's a Packers touchdown. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Glover. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Bills 49, Packers 30.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And it's a fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Newberry. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Third down. Here's a run by Cook.
Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked.